Nevermorians! I'm your host, Nick Tockert, and welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Yes, I skipped the little intro video. That's because I know folks are clamoring to get in on it, and I've got some stuff to discuss. Before I do, I want to remind you I'm kept alive and on line by my lovely Patreon supporters over at Historical Fencing Guild Patreon. So at patreon.com/Historical Fencing Guild. And buy my books, such as The Simple Sword and the Fighting Axe, both available through Amazon. Now, I wanted to get right into this because we're all starting out the day 26 comments behind. And I opened up with a comment dump, so life is really, really hot, spicy, and good to go. Whew. Now, where are the rest of my comments? Alrighty. We'll start. I thought there were earlier comments, but it looks like a whole bunch got cut off by that comment dump because I know Brian was the first person through the door, I thought, but we will go with what we have. And if it ate your comments, it's nice to know that, there we go. Aha, I think I fixed it now. Maybe. No, it is chopping off comments right now. I'm not sure why. Every time I hit the new comments button, it just chops them. So it's starting right now with Sarah, and she's smiling. She's smiling because she got a wrench. Now, I may have missed a couple questions, so if you were before her talking about getting a wrench, and hi, Sarah, please restate your questions. I'm going to go through and just kind of see. I don't know. This is a weird, glitchy start today, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. Maybe it didn't like starting this way. What? Cancel? No, I don't want to reload the site. Guys, okay. This has been the morning. This has been a garbage can busting, not feeling good, and moldy bacon kind of morning. So we're gonna stop. We're stopping right now. We're 3 minutes after 10, and we're breathing. Why are we breathing? Because just because things start going really clunky for you doesn't mean the whole day has to. There's no point sacrificing the vast majority of a day just because something goes wrong. You stop, you reset, you go, okay, we're going to make this work the best we can. And for some reason, StreamYard is just being bizarre with my comments. Let me see. And now it's cutting to 9:51, so I don't know why it's doing this. Somebody more adept with StreamYard? But yes, Sarah was very happy. Hi, Brian. Hi, Sarah. Brian K. Morris is in the list. We've got Carl with gooey goodness. Yes, let's make it gooey. Carl, I appealed to Buddha to help, but if you know anything about Zen, you know that Buddha doesn't help. That would be cheating me out of helping myself. Yeah, I know. That's why they say when you meet the Buddha, kill the Buddha. Okay. Peppernick with questions. Why is the sky blue? It's a matter of light refraction through the atmosphere. Why is water wet? Well, it's the only sensation we have when we hit liquids. What is the airspeed of an unladen swallow? You didn't tell me African or European? Whee! Where, oh, where is my little dog gone? Where, oh, where can he be? That is a problem for animal control and your failing memory, Richie. Love you. Okay. Thought that kind of goodness was reserved for the green room. Flash Carl signing. Carl holding up a sign. This is not the green room. Nope. Why do you park in a driveway and drive in a parkway? Why do we mow a lawn yet play in the yard? Okay. English is bizarre. Americanized English is even worse. So no one knows. Secondly, as for mow a lawn but play in the yard encompasses everything, including the lawn. So the lawn is a subset of yard. Well, holding the sign up without dyslexia. Hey, Rich, I speak fluent dyslexia. And folks, like, share, subscribe. I really do want to get through the questions here. Hey, Rich, and that's why we have the sign. As dyslexic, the only word I've ever had is a dyslexic episode is dyslexia. Many, many, many words have thrown me off, and I've just come to Donna and I both get a wrench. Here's the deal. I'm giving wrenches to the people who are active in the group, and I don't want to have to deal with bots. So I will I will zap anybody who's human and stepping out of line. Anything that's a bot or porn ads or whatever, you guys just knock it out. In other words, I'm asking you to take care of my light work so I can keep the conversation flowing. I do trust you. And if there's a problem, I get to see and approve whether it's good or not. And if you misuse your wrench, you lose your wrench. But I also want you to be able to put your ads up for your progress, and that makes it easier. I've pieced together enough to have an inkling. Carl? Oh, sorry, that was rude. Howdy, folks. Not rude and hey there. Okay, so we got a lot of people are greeting. Frog G made it. Hey, Frog, check your Twitter. You asked to roll for perception on a comment I made, and I had way too much fun responding. And if you're not following me on Twitter, follow me at Tockert on Twitter. Hello, Vlog Glenn. Sorry, I'm listening to Never Mess with a Sigma Male. What? Wait. What are you doing with a Sigma Male grind set? We don't hold to social mores here, Rich. Yeah, we're different. And there it is. Nick Glenn. Oh, I've missed you, buddy. Yeah, let's see. We got more greetings. Glenn. Brian. Oh, God, there's so much. See, that's love. That's entertaining. Hey, morning, Jody. We're joined by Jody McPhee of From a Desk of Small Press Publisher. I got that out in one take. I'm proud of that. What in Loki's nipple is a Sigma male, and do I want to or not do it? A Sigma male is, they're starting to try to use a certain pack hierarchy system for breaking out types of men in certain groups, usually ran by men. It could get really, really hairy really, really fast. But in that terminology, it's someone who is incredibly purpose-driven, not bound by family or romantic entanglements, but going for their mission. That Sigma male grind set. The ultimate avatar of Sigma males is best represented by John Wick, apparently. That is to the best of my understanding. Well is rolling. I did see Brian's question, so I will go. I'm going to stop. Earlier, Brian posted a question that got eaten by the wonderful StreamYard. I don't know why it's doing this, but that's part of why I'm only starting by an hour out. I was trying to keep my questions from getting zapped. He asked, what is one thing from the previous toast of this that I won't be doing, to paraphrase. And one thing I won't be doing is hitting every single high. I'm going to be kind of curating my response to the comments. I do encourage anyone who watches the show to turn on the live chat and go to all chat. That will let you see all the comments as they hit usually on this part of the screen. I use that feature a lot on programs that I watch, but then again, I also watch with subtitles, so there's usually a lot of text on my screens. And Carl says it more. The Sigma males are the antisocial lone wolf types. I think I might be one. Maybe. No, you got strong alpha male. You've got your family. You've got your tribe. Subset of the tribe. That's all we could ask for. Let's keep going. Oh, howdy, amphibious master of artistry. I try, and I will be I've been asked to submit a piece to a small art show, so I'm going to have to do some slightly more urban Wu-Tang inspired art, as referenced by my friend Sterling Freeman, an incredible tattooist. No, I don't have tattoos. I do respect them as an art form and as a personal choice. Like many other personal choices, I don't choose to partake. But I can't. If it's your thing, I'm all for it. And all things Nick, NicholasTockert.com. I will be updating it. Thank goodness he skipped the awful intro to the video. That's something else I will be changing because I've been looking at drop-off rates and things, and a lot of videos have problems with people leaving when they see an intro start. So I want to get this, hit and running a bit faster just to see if that works better. I'm watching my numbers very carefully. This way I can make sure that most people get the most good out of this. That's why I have to hammer in that like, share, subscribe. Now, and we got a whole bunch of more. Jodie's greeting a whole bunch of people. Sarah says, Jeebus, I almost jumped out of the swing at that good morning. Oh my God. You're in a swing, Sarah? Oh my. Yeah, my job is to brighten up the day, and it's hump day. But you know what? Like I said, I've had a crummy day, so I'm going to double down and just try to build us up to make things better. Oh, you feel a little brother love down there just starting to crawl on its way up? Yeah, we may get a good roll going. And remember, this is the Ask Me Anything episode. Any questions I missed due to StreamYard, please restate, because I figure I'm a week in. Most of you guys know me from the chat or better. If you want to know anything about me, now is the time to ask, because I don't want to broadside you with the diverse weirdness that is me. Shared. Thank you, Ryan Permission, for sharing. And Frog G sharing the Jack Kirby link that Glenn did. Frog, you're amazing. More greetings going on. Good morning, Nevermorians. And yeah, follow all of Ryan Permission's podcasts can be found at linktree.com/Ryan, and I quote. He has some amazing stuff. He lists them in detail in the chat. I will skim them, just because every day he lists them, and most of the people in the chat have mentioned to me that they have seen it. That means your message is going out, Ryan. I really want to support you, so I'm going to do it efficiently. Alrighty. New comments. So there's the first comment dump. I hope we're not losing anything else. Woo. There we go. Hi there, Nick. Hi, Sarah. Had a great discussion of how to do conventions on shows on Tidbits and Scribbles. And Carl watched the link. I may try and get that. Right now, I'm broadcasting 5 times a week, 4 days a week, without any voluntary hopping on any other channel. It's enough to keep me busy with the writing I'm behind on. So I'm missing some of the videos I'd like to watch. Oh, and yes, Ryan is looking for guests. So he has a link on Calendly, Ryan, and I quote. I'm sure that's on his link tree too. If you want to be a guest, be on there. And he's talking about his shows. Now, I will plug Frog G for a minute, because Frog G plugs everybody. Launching September 17th. Sign up now for Frog G's Voodoo Gods and Magic. This looks like a great comic. One thing you'll find is I may not heavily promote some things that I either don't like the people behind, or there's for a reason or other, or I don't know about it. And I'll say, I don't know about it. But I've been watching both what Frog G Rep is and what his art is, and it's a really cool comic. This is somebody who's really giving. I love putting behind, getting behind people who put good stuff. And let's see, Ryan's talking about his, in case you missed it, he has a lot of cool stuff. Okay, Brian K. Morris. Nick, what is the one hosting practice you don't want to continue on your new improved show? First off, I won't say improved. No one can improve on the perfection. Different, perhaps adaptive, because you're a much more professional and polished presenter than I am. I'm a very energetic, kind of goofy presenter, and I admit it freely. I just tend to double down. But I believe I answered this a bit. I would say I'm going to be a little more curated of the comments I bring up so that I can get straight to the good stuff because a lot of people have asked for that. And I'll be looking for newer comments. If I see people who are copy pasting a lot, I may skim those and bring the newer stuff. And we'll see. I am negotiating for advertisements and things. I actually need Brian, believe it or not, Brian K. Morris, I need you to send me a little commercial on what you do. I have a link. I have an open folder that I can send the link to. I'll send it out to a bunch of people who, if they want commercials run of their stuff, and we'll talk the any exchange that goes on about that. Okay, cool. Get ready for shore leave, July 15th and 17th in Hunt Valley, Maryland, with Mike Schilling. Like, comment, and share. Okay, that's new from Ryan. That's cool. And check out Crazy 8, a Kickstarter featuring thrilling adventure yarns. Now that sounds interesting. Question: where does Hatch come from? Answer: ask Glenn B. Fleming. I have to remember the comments are over here. Ask Glenn B. Fleming about Hatch. It's an amazing project that I've been watching going on. I'm not going to answer that. I will promote it, though. I'm active in the group. I thought I was in hiding. You are a ninja, Donna Carleen. You are one of those people who's always watching, always paying attention, and you have a ironically subtler wit than Carl expresses sometimes. You're more likely to think something but not quite say it, and I love it. Nicholas is too busy to handle light rates. That's right, and that's the other thing. Brian, bless your heart. You are the sweetest man in the universe. You are kind and giving and intelligent, and you've made the world a better place. I have a lot of rules, and if you don't know that about me, you'll find I have a lot of rules. And to borrow from Doctor Who, good men don't need them. Well, I just dropped something. I believe in the banhammer. I've been online since there's been an online, and I've been moderating and adminning groups since it was AOL and Yahoo pages and fun things like that. I had GeoCity sites. My point being, just is the banhammer. Long may it swing. I will not hesitate if people are racially, religiously, whatever offensive. I will bounce your butt. So that is probably the only warning, because it sounds negative, and I don't like to be negative. I believe I treat things like that as a rabid dog. I don't hate a rabid dog. I put it down and then I forget about it. What is the best pizza topping, and why is it pepperoni? Honestly, pepperoni is one of the best pizza toppings. I do eat a lot of Hawaiian pizzas, and that includes ham and pineapple. Some people are offended by that, and they shake their fist. Look, if you're upset because somebody's eating a pizza you don't like, you have missed the point of humanity. Either try it, dislike it, or walk away. But no, pepperoni's great. If I have to have one topping, usually it is pepperoni. Oh, for sure. The wrench was funny from the past. Well, I have faith. Of the heart. Okay. Ryan Permission is plugging the Kickstarter for that Sword and Sorcery project, Gideon Kane. That is up my alley. We've got some more greetings. And he is grateful for the support. Okay. Wonder if Nick is going to hit me up for a new intro and outro like Michaela J did. Right now I'm hurting on funds, so I can't afford to pay people properly what they deserve. And when I can't afford to pay people what they deserve, I either have an exchange with them for something I can do, or I do it myself. And I'm trying to take this as an opportunity when I'm done to use some resources given to me by Carl Witzman to learn better video editing for future projects. Because what I learned to edit my own commercials and plugs on my end, I'll use for the other parts of this channel, which is B grade sci fi fun stuff. I do have some amazing projects for this winter when my world starts to wind down a bit and it doesn't get so hot in here to because it's getting hot in here anyway, to get things rolling. Oh, check your audio and see if it's going through the right mic. That's a good check, so give me just a moment. Audio, mic. Aha. Test, 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 test. Is that better? Oh, let me just do this. Whoop. Is that better? Because you're, and thank you, Johnny. Sorry, right now StreamYard's being a little finky. I'm going to have to comment with them. Glenn! If you are a part of Uncle Carl's Secret Humor Group, he has the YouTube video there. Excellent. LOL, Nick, groups of men getting hairy really, really fast. Funny. I try. I love lycanthropes. Anyway, pack hierarchy Harry, that was funny, unintended pun. That's great. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm excited. I have to figure out what media I want to do. I think this may be a large size piece. For me, I usually don't do bigger than 8.5 by 11. But I really want to do something banger. And given that it's Wu-Tang theme, that means I'll be taking urban plus anime plus some fantasy elements. I think I can make this work. I just have to let it percolate. I have till October, but I don't want to put it off long. So we'll see. When will it be accountability time? Well, it's accountability. You just made me accountable for accountability time. First off, it is Wednesday, so I can go long without Anita complaining. Anita, not Anita. That would be Anita Blake, and she hunts vampires and has nothing to do with me. But although Johnny, you might want to run. I have about 1,000. Let's see. I'm at 2,300 words on the Simple Spear. I was doing work on it. That's why I was researching the history of spears and found out they're 500,000 years old at least and predate humanity as a species. This is the kind of stuff that I geek out about. Just, obscure, near eldritch things, that something we take so commonly as a weapon is older than our species. How dare we be too arrogant and sentient? Okay. My swing is my chandelier. It multitasks. I have a tinker's, freelance engineer kind of mind. And the logistics of that intrigue me, Sarah. Alrighty, boom. And do you have the best dude love outfit on too? Please share aware. Okay, and you do have. You know what? I do look like dude love. Mick Foley is one of my favorite wrestlers in all his incarnations. The transition from Dude Love to Cactus Jack, you know the one I mean, was incredible. Or was it from Mankind? I've been from Mankind. No, I think it went from Dude Love. It was neat to see him switch to hardcore mode in the middle of a match. But wow, we are either I caught up with the comments or we have some issues. So what I'm now, let me see if I can do this right. I'm gonna see if I can't hop on and check the older comments while I wait for you guys to catch up. Now, while I'm waiting for that to catch up, um, yeah, I do on accountability. As soon as I knock out the simple spear, I'm going to be focusing on my version of uh, the game that I wrote for hybrids that I licensed to you, Jody, and I will be releasing a really neat world that I've worked in for a while, involving a modern, real-ish world where you're dealing with assorted, anomalous, and problematic things. Zombies, other things along that line. Uh, Called the PDF, the Paranormal Defense Force. Um, the Paranormal Defense Force picked the acronym PDF because the try searching PDF. Anyway, because I'm still live, I can't go back and catch my lost comments. That makes sense. So if there are any questions that came up before, I will go back and I will try to find them through the comments on my YouTube and I will bring it up. But let me see. New comments. Here we go. Comment dump. Wow. Apparently, comment dumps have begun eating the previous comments. That's good to know. Let's see. Hide current. That's right. This is the AMA. What is the greatest sense of achievement you've received? Oh, you mean gilding and hurting cats with swords, or guiding and hurting cats with swords? Um, wow. Sense of achievement. When I'm teaching somebody to sword fight, there are two main ones, and neither of them directly involve what, like, it's not me doing something. Um, that first moment when somebody, especially somebody who's endured a trauma, picks it has gotten the sword, and there's a little, it's almost a break. There's an open where suddenly they realize they can do this, and a light just sort of pours out of their face, and that's amazing. Um, Another big achievement for the guild happened. Uh, many years ago. I was at Steve Clausen's home when he lived near us, and I stepped out. I'd gone to the bathroom actually, and I stepped out, and there were 5 or 6 different groups where the people I'd either trained or brought in were showing their specialties. Of every different one was a whole different style or system, and everyone was talking and they're conversing about how to adapt what that style does to what they do, and does this work. And it was the energy was just unbelievably open and excited, and every people were teaching each other and learning and adapting and trying different weapons. And I stood there for a second and I went, if I got hit by a bus, this group of people would be able to educate others. In that moment, I realized I had succeeded in making sure that my mission was shaped such that if and when my mortality or my situation, or at the time, because I was, doctors couldn't find what was wrong with me, and the only thing we knew was it was getting worse. And I, being who I am, was planning carefully my exit strategy for in case I became too useless physically to do what I did, that there would still be instructors and people to help the people who need it and help each other. And that to me was incredible. Yeah. Let's see. Mouse, Sarah, I forget you multitask a lot. Yeah. We've got sorry, we got a little serious for a moment. I have to pull it back up. Boing, boing. Okay, back up. Hey kids, that's Grant Lankers greeting everybody. And Robin Yoda. Okay, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny. Good morning. I'm streaming 3 days starting Sunday, and I have reviews on every Monday on my YouTube. Please follow this lovely young lady who appears behind the guise of a small purple rabbit. She is painfully shy, and I find that a great travesty because she's a beautiful person inside and out. But she's streaming and she's building a network. She's a wonderful poet, a wonderful writer. I need to get her published more, and I need to get her out there. So please subscribe to Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny. And if Twitch is your thing and you like watching people play she tends to play fairly relaxed games, very calm games that are fun to watch. She's a very soothing, kind of wholesome person. So please follow her. Mr. Lankard is in the neighborhood, and people are laughing. Wait, what? What, Jody? Lamau. And everyone's greeting Robin Yoda. Good morning, Nevermore. It's good morning, Luke Stone of LukeStoneStudios.com and co-host, the man with the most, over at Nerd Bacon, which will be I'll be there at 9 a.m. because he makes me get up early. He's such a slave driver. Gives me up early at 9 a.m. on Nerd Bacon and Raging 2. Follow us, follow him, and buy Hybrids, the Sons of Gods. More greetings, and I knew he was going to do this. That's right. Our boy Frog G sharing Hybrids is the Killing Field 1 to 3 on Indiegogo. And now I know where I am in the commentary. Ben Hammer is strong with Nick. I'm very much a paladin at heart. I will be nice. I will help. Do what you need, but I will smite people who need it. And Riff Riders issue 1 is coming to Indiegogo. Follow that. That's going to be a cross of Doctor Who and Lost Boys. It should be a good time. Luke Stone's YouTube channel, Luke Stone Studios. What is the best holiday and why is it Halloween? Wow, yes. Halloween is my favorite holiday so much. Because my son just says he doesn't like Halloween. It's because it's spooky. You may have heard him. If not, that's okay.
Have you heard me?
Yes, buddy. I'm still streaming.
Oh, I'm so sorry for interrupting.
It's okay. He is so sorry for interrupting. Okay, because I don't know if this mic picked him up or not. But that being said, yes, I love so much. I traditionally have a Halloween party on my birthday in August. I was going to have a huge throwdown for my 40th, but it was 2021, and COVID was running rampant still. So I don't know. My wife took a whole week off for my birthday at the end of August. I have to decide what I'm doing for my birthday and whether I'm streaming. I'll talk to her. If it will depend on if we go out. So yeah, Bluestone, read the Gospel of Harambe on Nick's Twitter this morning. Yeah, I got in a mood. Tip jar? I've got one of those. Oh wait, that's support Brian at Risingtide.pub. My mistake. PayPal me.me/Nicholas Tockert. It should have my happy picture if I've done it right. Anyone who wants to be generous, I will gladly accept all donations. Back to the comments. And yes, like, share, subscribe. I haven't said that. Good morning, Willow Skylar. Everybody's greeting. Much better. Oh, much better audio. Good. My audio's fixed. And there was a hum. That would probably be the numerous fans. But if I don't have them going, it gets up to about 90 in here for just because my windows were made in the 70s in this room. So, and one of them is plexiglass. Okay. Did I say pay? Are we not fellow creators in the same network? I'm disappointed. Why would you think that? One, thank you. Seriously. I always operate on presuming the opposite of generosity because I've had too many people come up and demand generosity from me. And while I tend to do it because I'm somewhere between a nice guy and have sucker written across my forehead, uh, I don't presume that for others. So thank you. We may talk then. Just Hi Donna. Whoa, major voice change, but not at all in a bad way.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sarah. My voice stays consistent, the same. It has never been used for recording interesting audio for anyone.
Anyway, Luke's living off. Luke's giving. I'm sorry. Wow, my dyslexia turned that into living. I'm giving private art lessons for a couple weeks. That is awesome. Have you considered setting up a masterclass or a Patreon only tier where you stream art lessons through Patreon? Hmm? Oh, something I do is help. If I have faith in your ability, I will do my best to assist. Well, thank you very much. You are a good man, Jody. Because Nick can't get out of the mindset, he must overcompensate folks for kindness aimed towards him. I've been accused of having a beta. What was it? A beta. There's few other derogatory terms mindset. If that means I'm kind to people, I'll take whatever you want to call me. I also got told that my New Balance shoes make me look like a middle-aged dad.
Newsflash, I am a middle-aged dad.
Peppermint Princess. Yes, we love Willow Skylar over here. She's great, people. And one of these days we'll talk cryptids and we'll talk the supernatural. I have a vast quantity of quasi-ghost stories that I could tell with slight edits to keep people from going places that would be dangerous to themselves. Love Foley. Shame so many young guys saw his work and thought they could get on by just self-destructive hardcore matches. Yeah. One, you pay the price physically. And two, you don't imitate somebody. You can't. Often imitated, never duplicated is definitely a thing. Plus, Mick Foley's a very intelligent person. Somebody's working on the core manual for hybrids. Woo! Woo! Luke is working on the core manual. I'm more excited about Luke getting that out than I am about me getting out my version using the mechanics. This is going to be amazing. It's supposed to be out in... I think he's shooting to have it available so that you can gift it for Christmas. I think that is the plan. I want to see that. And yeah, feel free to, Luke, maybe if you don't have plans for tomorrow's, maybe you can do and ask me anything. I think a lot of people might get in on that. I hope everybody's okay. Day 3 of quarantine. You just take it easy. Out here, we're doing just fine and dandy. And Frog G's sharing the links. And from the desk of a small press publisher. Couldn't get it out fast that time. Good morning, Nick Sniff. Okay, hold on. Nick's nifty. Nibble, noble, never give up, Nevermorians. How the heck are you today? Happy hump day. Happy hump day, my
beautiful art goddess.
That's hump day is an expression for Wednesday, buddy.
Apparently, I'm going to have a peanut gallery for a duration of these shows, and you know what? It just might make things more interesting. But yes, it is a better day having you here, bringing your lovely, effervescent presence into our lives. Bless you, Cat. Sorry about that, Grant. Yeah, we hope you get feeling better. He tested and came back negative. I tested again this morning, and I'm waiting on the results. It stinks, and even if understand this, even if you come back positive, I mean, even if you come back negative this whole time, you have sacrificed your uh, your joy, what you want for the safety of others. That's heroic. That's noble, and I am all for it. Let's see. Here we go. Accountability wise, I am finally out of my NDA. I will be promoting my 8-page story for the movie IP The Sword and the Sorcerer when it comes out on Kickstarter. It is now on Indiegogo. Wow. Wow, Joe. That is The Sword and the Sorcerer is a great flick. That's one of my favorites. Yes. Awesome. I loved my first and only sword session with Nick. Well, Robin, it was a pleasure then, and it has always been a pleasure knowing you. And I would not say only because the world is an odd place, and who knows, someday we may meet again. It's funny how people may never know what you have done because of NDAs. I feel your pain. I have done so much stuff in different ways that I can't talk about because of that, but that's okay. I'm taking bad notes here for content to look at when I can start random pimpage back up. Yes, Richie he's on StreamYard now. He has his own YouTube channel. You can put the link in. If you're not a wrench, I'll give you a wrench and it'll come up later. I'll promote the heck out of you. Let's get you going, Rich. And Lankert is thanking Kari. Good question, and so many reasons why it's Halloween. Yes, Halloween. The reasons. Part of it is I'm not socially obligated to be anywhere. Unfortunately, they stopped trick or treating where I live. My town does not trick or treat, and that saddens me greatly. My son's not big into it. It's part of being artistic, and that's okay. But I love spookiness. I love the fall air. I love the feeling, because there is a profound feeling around Halloween where the veil is thin and there's some possibilities. Not many of them are negative, and very often Halloween has required me to engage in certain work to help people who have problems when I was active in that field. But it's a neat time, and I love it. And Johnny Cage says, "What's up, Xander?"
What?
He says, "What's up?" He wants to know how you're doing.
I'm doing okay.
He's doing okay. Little man is sorry for interrupting, like we all are not. Said they don't mind. So we'll see there. Let's comment dump. But I can't hide the current comment until I find where I was. And Richie says, "Hi, buddy," to you. Yeah, you know Richie. Sarah says, your son sounds so sweet, very polite. Goldfather work. Oh, thank you. It's a lot of work, but when he's good, he's very good. And if you know the end of it, well, then you do. It's a very old phrase. Tickle the algorithm, smash like, tingle the bells, and subscribe. Thank you. I call it lysdexia. I hope that's not offensive. No. I have that, and I have what I call Doc syndrome, where I switch the first two syllables of two words. And I recently, I believe, on Luke's, was it here on Nerd Bacon? No, it was here. Somebody said I should add. We were discussing. Oh, it was Historical Fencing Guild. We were discussing fight music, and somebody said, I recommend Spock and Kirk. And you'll note I stopped to not do it again. Yeah, I had fun with that one. Cryptids, you say? Cryptinals, second chance. That could be fine. Talk cryptids. Why would you tell on yourself like that? You see, I am not a cryptid. I am a urban legend, and if I haven't told that story recently, I will at some point if somebody asks. Because I'm not planning to go anywhere for a while. I had a big sandwich for breakfast. Cryptids and ghost stories. Nick family reunion and Tier to know. No. Uh, well, I don't know. There is a great debate on what I allegedly am. Despite my best efforts to explain to you, I am not a cryptid. You know what? I'll take your best shots. What you think I am? And Carl, with precognizance, answers, Nick is more of an urban legend. I am that. I am an established urban legend, or suburban legend, depending on where you are. Loving the peanut gallery today. I have the best peanut gallery. Oh, thinking that I may need to record my book thoughts so that I actually have movement there. How do you keep up with your writing goals? Oh, that's a wonderful question. Part of it is trying to be disciplined, which I'm not. My ADD runs amok. But what I do, sorry, the predatory golf carts are circling. What I do is I write a little bit and I check my word count. The word count number gets bigger, so that gives me the serotonin as a gamer. And I try to do smaller projects. A lot of my things are technically closer to novellas than novels. They're around that 4,000, 5,000 word page count. Sorry, so I can get the story out, and then I can move on. Although I have a pile of juggled works in progress. So what I developed, and it's kind of shady, is a system of applied procrastination. I will procrastinate from one project by working on another. As long as I have a small loop of projects, it takes longer, but I slowly fill all of them out till suddenly they start dropping off. It's not the best way to do shows. I can get things done, but it's what works for me. Well, hey, it's bloody hot out, lovelies. Keep hydrated. You know what? I will take that as a drink command. Ah, love my bootleg Mio. Oh. Now, sugar, this is nothing but a true love thing. And that's all that matters, because I'm doing it just for you, cat. You know it. You know I love you. And keep those smooth tunes rolling at WNUA 95.5. Anyway, I'm not sponsored by WNUA 95.5, but I certainly would take a t-shirt from them. Anyway, okay, what we got? Let's scroll this down. Dude, Jody, that's epic, isn't it? Sword and Sorcerer movie, sequel, comic book. Hit that! Do it! You know? Here we go. Good morning, friends. In case you've forgotten, gods above smile favorably on those who like this video, and they share it generously and subscribe to this amazing channel. That's right. That news is brought to you by the original, the man in the fez himself. I don my fez so I can doff my fez to you, Mr. Brian K. Morris, the original master of disaster himself. Let's see. NDAs are a creative pain. Don't deal with them in my creative endeavors, but my day job. I deal with a variety of levels of NDA, and like I tell people, I'm going to take this back off because it's trying to slide off with my little. I don't want to sweat up my nice hat, my nice fez. With my game design, I have to be careful. And whenever I do anything, I operate as though I have an NDA until I'm given permission to talk about it from my clients. I just think that's the best way to do stuff. Sword and Sorcery, the Sword and Sorcerer Chronicles, number 2 through 5, on Indiegogo. Follow that link. Let's get Nick to 210 before the show's end. Okay? Yeah, folks, please. And if you've subscribed, share this around. Please like this on both. If you're watching it on Facebook, like it, but go to YouTube and share it because YouTube is whoa, haha! I caught it. No, YouTube is my chief production. It's where I broadcast and I get the most views, and that's where I'm working to eventually try to get monetized. I would love to be monetized for what I do, simply because I don't work outside of the home. I'm primarily a stay-at-home dad taking care of an autistic child. So my work and my passion of helping people has to be done digitally. So if you can help me, it helps others. Thank you. Oh, I sound like PBS there, didn't I? And Richard, hey, thank you for sharing Richie's. We want to get Richie up so that he can have enough viewers, and I can't remember what the line is, where he can get a custom YouTube link. Let's see. Let me get the content in place. No, we're going to subscribe and wait. Watching. We are your accountability, Richie. Hail, Brian. Yep, Frog G is hailing Brian on all frequencies. Captain A. Brian K. Morris is approaching the USS Frog G. Shields up. Set phasers to fun. It's Halloween all year round. Sarah, I have a 3-foot tall Elvira in my living room. Just a little bit. Only a little bit. And, Lydia, my undead office assistant, helps keep me on track. And that's one thing I recommend. Get yourself an undead office assistant. They're great. I bet she'd look good in the fez. If you want to see Lydia in a fez, be sure to hit like and comment below. More greetings. And Frog G is promoting Brian at Brian K. Morris Rising Tide Publications. If you're not following Brian, why not? He made this show possible. In many ways, he made a lot of my internet presence possible. Support the man in the fez. And it's good to see you. And no, we're not going to do that. I'm going to put Frog G up at studio and hit the new comments so I can then find where my top is. Yay! Halloween is a state of mind. That's right. And any time the veil gets a little thin, life gets a little more interesting. But hey, Grant, reply test. May the odds ever be in your favor. Ancestral connections with the thin veil. As a matter of fact, it's not the only time it's that thin. No, it's not. I get to usually deal with things much more subtly on other times of the year. Usually the big four. Hint, that's why there's so many ghost stories around Christmas. But that's something else. My friend Kat Rothamel says hi to you, Xander. And you make a lovely co-host. And Sarah is greeting Brian, my love. Sarah, my darling. Okay. Many cryptids are urban legends as well. And as Nick is out in the country, would he be a rural legend? I have spent most of my time out here basically recovering. So aside from a couple year stint as a librarian, I don't know if I'm an urban legend yet, although some people have looked awfully odd at me on my walks. So we will see. I haven't heard anything yet. But then again, Maddie doesn't let me go wandering around with a lantern in the fog anymore. The men in black in their new atomic-powered golf carts are circling. And there were helicopters going by going earlier that I could not see only here. My town has a dog park. The dog park is named after a lake. It's called Rock Lake. There is no lake in the dog park. There are no dogs allowed in the dog park. I'm not trying to rip off Welcome to Night Vale. I'm just living it. Alrighty, what else we got going on? Boom. If you want something done, ask a busy man. You know what? That's true. We're already juggling. Ask somebody who's sedentary and who won't. Nick is a man of the green. Whoo! I have been. I recently went back to the forest I grew up in. Had a mild experience. Nothing grand. Certainly nothing anyone else knows. I'm not getting misty eyed over here. I'm not. But yeah, I'm still a something, and it does have ties to the green, which really kind of sinks since I am in the land now of wind and corn. I kind of feel like I grew up in in black green mana, and I'm surrounded by white mana, and it feels a little weird. Project ADHD and OCD, that looping method, exactly. I use one of my failings to prop up the other and turn it into a positive. Hi, Mike Jimmy. The Radiant site. Yes, there. This is a project that Mike Jimmy's working on that is amazing. It is a glorious, glorious project. It. I love the anime style, the manga. A lot of independent creators right now bash on manga because it's doing better than American comics, and they see it as an adversarial relationship. I don't think that's right. I think we should embrace manga as an awesome art style and manhwa, which is the Korean version, and learn from it. Why does it work? I'll give you one hint. It's not all superheroes. I love superheroes. But before, the comics industry was nothing, it was flooded excessively with them. Now with the movies, everybody's doing superhero IPs. Don't be afraid to step out of that circle. Barry White breaks. Woohoo! Because I can't get enough of that sugar crisp. Anyway, yeah, I do that just to make people happy. That's what I'm about. Sarah, it's only violation if it's not consensual. And I think you're agreeing to stay here, so let me know if you need something to change, honey. Lord have mercy. Today, the Radiant site hits goal on Kickstarter. Woohoo! Only 4 days left, but we ready to go print, baby. Woo, woo, woo. Yes, that's what we want to hear. Sarah, don't try to use your wrench on Nick. Nick might like getting wrenched. I could use a good wrench right now. Hey, Mike, did you come in? Congratulations, Mike Jimmy. Mike, you better show up on Nerd Bacon tomorrow so that we can push you farther past, that line. See if we can't get you some of that bacon wrapped goodness. Some of that sweet, spicy bacon. Just dripping, ready to go. Anyway, Donna! I have a cat of 9 tails in my dominant hand, so we're all good, Carl. Innocent grin while making the sound crack loud. If you love what you do, you never have to work a day in your life, Miss Sarah. I may be keeping the mojo in the dojo, but you're keeping the fungin in the dungeon. Anyway, thanks, Froggo. Woo. Just because it's fun, no other reason. Set phasers to fun. Suggestive. Yay for Mike Jimmy. Morris Monster in the house! Yeah, be up! Yeah, who you be? What? Let's see. Dominant hand. I have no dominant hand. I'm ambidextrous. It was said many years ago that because I had on the list of what I do, I have no offhand because I am the most interesting man in the Shire.
I have an Elvira pin on my. I have an Elvira pin from my Indy trip. Remind me if you'd like to have it.
Oh my God, Sarah. I see you can give as good as you get. That is beautiful, darling. And absolutely, Elvira is my mistress of the dark. And I have two of her movie posters as tins on the wall. Yes, please. And love to the art goddess? Yes. Watch the left hand closely. I've been a fencer a long time, darling. I'm good with dealing with left-handed opponents. Anyhow, no dogs in the dog park sounds like a secret government facility to me. No, it's more where they keep a bizarre pile of wood set up like they're going to burn witches. People look at me when I walk just because I'm a huge, goofy-looking dude. I'm a short, goofy-looking dude, but I'm unapologetically so. I dress outlandishly because it makes some people laugh. And if it makes their day just a little brighter, why not? What's this? Is anyone seeing my promotional posts? I posted something not long ago about my upcoming kicks that is going to get started. I didn't see that go by. It may have been eaten by a comment dump. StreamYard is being very weird. I don't think I've given you a wrench, so try it again and separate the .com like I did with Cindy Koepp, www.ckoepp.com, which reminds me, come on.
Author Cindy Koepp is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Koepp at ckoepp.com today.
So, support those wonderful people. Grant, try reposting with it, 7 man. We'll see. And Mike Jimmy says he can't make nerd bacon. That's okay. You will be remembered fondly. Robin, what you saying, Robin? I'm back in my home state and the energy is good. The ocean, forest, and mountains just feed my soul. What do you do to replenish your energy? Wow, that is another one of the great questions because it's been incredibly hard. I joke, I took the moniker the Mighty Manatee Man because for me, one of my favorite things is just being swimming around in shallow water. There's a lake near where I grew up, very shallow, so it was always warm, and it pull all the negativity out of me, and just the sense of minor adventure, going natural places that are wooded and cool and kind of dark, but that is kind of out of my reach right now, and until recently, because of my evolving condition, it was determined that swimming wasn't safe for me. I'm doing much better, and I'd like to get back to it, but it'll be a substantial drive to go anywhere that isn't a chlorinated pool, and that just doesn't work for me. Uh, a lot of it's listening to music, being awake at quiet times, very early in the morning, very late at night. Uh, that rebuilds me. You say eating, but eating real food, you know, family made food helps. But right now, music props me up when few things else can, and then helping people. But yeah, thank you, because I don't remember to recharge my own energy nearly enough, and I have a bad habit of trying to pour out of an empty cup. I need to go to Walmart with you on the show so I can crank up the speaker all the way. I love shenanigans and making country music lovers squirm uncomfortably. Now, see, so I like most forms of music, at least some elements. Whenever somebody says they don't like country, I have to ask some questions, because you probably would like a lot of the older country I listen to, and things like Johnny Cash. And frankly, I'll try to hook you up with the old haunted story songs like Phantom 409 and The Ride, and a few others that are really nice and spooky. Because ironically, few things can do a spooky ghost song as well as classic country. But that is classic. Modern country and the country R&B kind of hybrids and the hip hop probably aren't for you. But give some of the older stuff a chance. If I wasn't so sweaty, that voice would make me moist. That's why I don't use it around Brian on Nerd Bacon. You see, Luke is a pastor, and just like I have to keep him somewhat in line, I have to retain some of my darker elements. You got it. I just need the address when you have free time.
You know, all you would have had to do is ask to get my address, but yes, it will be coming to you right after this show.
Weekend at Bernie's garb. Yes, this is probably my favorite. Well, this is one of my favorite Hawaiian shirts because it's the most overt. My big orange one's a bit longer, and for some reason, the orange one with all the pineapples gets the most, like, people will stop and go, oh. And I'll be like, yeah, it's cool, isn't it? And yes, I dress. This is me going out. I don't usually leave the house without this hat because I was born in Oregon, in Northern Oregon, and so my natural environment are dark and primordial forests, cool northern foggy beaches, mountainous areas. I was raised largely in the moraines south of Lake Michigan, which is the hills that were pushed up when the glaciers carved out Lake Michigan. There's a bunch of elevated bogs and hollows and dark, shady, quiet, secluded places where, most folks leave you alone. And those who don't, well, they ain't going to be seen again. Anyway, let's see. Best advice my grandma ever gave me: give other folks. Whoa, there's the comment dump part trois. Give other folks a laugh or a smile that they're never the wrong color, never wrong size nor style, and just a brief moment you've managed to brighten somebody's day. That is one of my missions. I am here to elevate and just brighten and illuminate the day. And that's how we do around here, folks. Hopping and popping and dropping and just always on top. And Froggy's plugging Cindy, her Wix site, and her Amazon. Oh, and Sarah will send me a pic of the pin before sending it. Bam. Go here, go back. Okay. Surprisingly, live shows with others are a big part of my energy upkeep. That and simply having enough food and healthy sleep. That's true. That's a great question answer because without you guys, I would be incredibly, earth-shatteringly isolated. Almost with the exception of the odd Saturday now when I have practice, and half of that time is spent playing Magic because right now it's too hot to be outside safely. Uh, this is where I talk to adults. My time is with my wife and my son. When I leave the house, I'm volunteering with a bunch of teenagers, running D&D for them, or I'm doing art programs again, usually for the kids or the teenagers. So you don't know how important streaming is to me, and that's why I feel obligated, and blessedly so, to give back as much as I can. Oh, it's the twangy kind that makes you cringe. I understand. Phantom 409, that's a great song I haven't heard in ages. Yeah, you see, I'm 40 going on about 70 in most of my musical tastes. You know what I mean? Oh, let's see. Lovely people, I must leave as my home office calls. You have a wonderful day, Robin. You know I love you, darling. You stay safe. And we'll see you soon. Johnny Cash is an exception. Absolutely. Johnny Cash is necessary for me for at least two holidays. It isn't that holiday if I haven't heard a song. For Christmas, I have to hear Christmas as I knew it by Johnny Cash. It's a spoken word song where it's because I believe Johnny Cash was one of the last true great bards. Uh, and I get teary thinking about it. And then Ragged Old Flag. Uh, Ragged Flag. Is it Ragged Flag or Old Ragged Flag? My dyslexia is getting hold of it on 4th of July. You need MC Hammer balloon pants from the bright colored 80s, early 90s era. Those would probably be comfortable, come to think of it. Oh. I'm older than you. I'm 42. That.
Wait, 42? That means everything and anything. My goodness, are you well set up?
I'm a rock and roll gal, but I was raised on Jimmy Dean. See, I was raised largely on the oldies my parents listened to. That's what we listened to growing up. And I've listened to a lot of other things, and I like newer music. Amy Lee and Lindsey Sterling just put out a great video on YouTube for a song. But and Amy Lee got me through college. Evanescence's Fallen CD. But yeah, hi Simon and Garfunkel, the Beach Boys, a lot of one-hit wonders like Golden Brass Spot, The Looking Glass, sorry, and Golden Earring. A lot of folky music, a lot of bluesy music, and a whole lot of smooth jazz. And then, I love the point where rock and roll, blues, old country, there's a source of tone and concept that you'll hear through all of them. And I go for it. So it's hard to define, but I can always tell it when I find it. It looks like my promotional posts are not showing up, so please go to the place that kicks. Get started. Search for Beowulf. Look for Beowulf on Kickstarter. I am not actively doing that. It must be Amazon. Go. It must be YouTube. Either YouTube or StreamYard is blocking it. I bet it's YouTube. I'll see about getting you either an admin of some sort to get. Well, there we go. Another. I can relate. Johnny Cage's Rusty Cash. Captain Dyslexia is back on the block. I can relate. Johnny Cash's Rusty Cage. He's great for my anger, but Willie Nelson soothes my soul, and I was blessed to see him at the LaPorte County Fair several moons ago. I think I was at that one. Yeah, Willie's incredible.
and he has a diverse range from Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain to Beer for My Horses. He's on there, and I love the Outlaws, and him and Chris Christopherson. You get something like Riders on the Storm. Oh God, absolutely, and not his sausage. Boy, that sounded dirty. Good, yeah. Little Jimmy Dean's is good for everybody. Also, be sure hung on animation on 11 a.m. Eastern on Raging 2. Let's get that Life and Korra pilot animated. Let's get on the Life and Korra. Let's go get going on the Life on Korra animated pilot. Got through it, and I'm going to try to be a voice actor, possibly as early as this week. Raging 2's broadcast network, Lamau, 42 babies. Although 42 is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. And if you want free advice, carry a towel. I ate Jimmy Dean's meals. Does that count? Possibly. Lindsay Sterling, Life Goes On and On, featuring Amy Lee of Evanescence. There's so much joy and love on that, like, for me. Like, two major periods of my life kind of overlap because when Lindsay Sterling hit, she was always playing in the house. My son loves it. The dubstep's good for him. Thump, thump, thump music. And Amy Lee got me through. Like, I used to joke Amy Lee was my second wife because I finished college with Amy Lee on repeat. I had the Fallen CD on repeat, big old headphones, because I had to crank out a 20-page paper on sociology every week, and she got me through. 42, the life, universe, and everything. Your dirty Harry Hallahan's answer to life. Your dirty Harry Callahan. Wow. Answer to life, the universe, and everything, punk. That's 44, yes. Simon and Garfunkel, overs and dangling conversation, magic. Oh, absolutely. I love the deep cuts of Simon and Garfunkel. And, spicy take, I loved, I love Sound of Silence. It's always moved me. And when it first hit, I was appalled isn't the right word by Disturbed's cover. It hit me as a sickening, rage-filled perversion, and it really bothered me. And then it hit me. It hit me because I had to step out of myself for a moment and realize Sound of Silence. Let me put this over here because this is important in my opinion. And yeah, it's a music ramble. Sound of Silence was by Simon and Garfunkel, a beautiful, bittersweet, soulful ache for what was being lost. It was a rending warning. The Disturbed cover is a rage-filled, indignant fury that you didn't listen to the warning. And watching current events, I can see how we got there. And suddenly, I like the song a lot more. But I listen to a lot of very soft, very. I like ballads. I like music that tells a story or moves me. A lot of bossa nova, yeah. Anyway, here, Grant. Carl Witzman shared it. Kickstarter profile created. Grant Lankard. So you can go there to do the thing. Thank you, Grant, because I don't want you guys thinking that's how I'm blocking or skimming things. Oh, I finally caught the end of the movie about Brian Wilson by John Cusack. Close enough. My mind was blown. That is great. Sarah, I saw the Beach Boys perform in person, second row center, 1998. Oh, my envy for you is deep and profound. I have this thing for harmonies. It's like male harmonies and female harmonies, and female rockers. Give me some Stevie Nicks. Give me some Blackmore's Night. Uh, let's see. Oh, thank you so much, Carl. Hit the new comments so I can then go up and see what's going on. I still have the ticket stub to continue making my dad jealous. Ooh. Sarah saw Styx, REO Speedwagon, and Eddie Money. Wow, that's a great way to build your repertoire. I saw S&G, Simon and Garfunkel at Wembley. That's one of my favorite kinds of pistol. In 1982, I've seen them both, though separately, many times since. Brilliant. Yeah, wow. Now, I would not have appreciated it. I would have been one at the time. But yes. Oh my God, Bridge Over Troubled Water is on WeFM right now. I have chills. That is because, now y'all just pause for a moment and understand this. There is a force that it can be referred to as the high strangeness, and it causes synchronicity when you're in places and people of interest. This material will repeat throughout the course. YouTube blocks most links, except for Russian porn bots for some reason. That's because YouTube is acquiring sentience, and it has a thing for chicks with a Russian accent. Okay. From my vantage point in the tower of the NTF compound, I can see the first of the MIB golf carts trying to breach the first fence. Look out, Nick. Psst. Carl, if you'll take your camera about 15 degrees and look at the cornfield. Yep. That's El Blanco, the white corn shark. El Blanco's at least 3 times larger than your average corn shark and tends to circle my house protectively. Yes, if I went into the cornfield, it would devour me gleefully, but it won't let anyone else. We have what's called a mutual understanding. Woo! Sound of Silence is a beautiful tribute to Art's best friend who went blind while they were in college. I know, and isn't it great? Art didn't desert him and helped him transition. His friend's greeting was, "Hello, darkness." I may regret this one. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Yes. Hi, guys. Have a good day. I'm going back to work. You have a good day. Styx was my first date with my hubby. We missed most of the show because we were sucking face. I don't blame either of you. I've seen the pictures of you youngins. My God, and I've known you a long time. Dude, let's all just take a moment and appreciate that her hubby hit the lottery with her. Okay, I'm off. Later, Frog. Thanks for coming by. I'm just going to run the show out as long as there's comments. And it looks like we're running low. I did expect more pressing questions. I must be playing. Either I'm so mysterious you guys don't know me, or you haven't figured out what to ask. But it does seem you guys are happy with the way the show is going. So I'll give it a couple minutes to see if there's no more comments. And then I may just call it, because we still have 7 viewers and 2 hearts through Facebook, so it's up to you guys. But an hour and a half is a good broadcast time. So if I don't get any other comments other than Carl putting the kibosh, you're doing great. Thank you. Yeah, I will. I may do a scary story special where I walk through an edited version of some of my misadventures, because somebody was asking for that. If you have any other questions, feel free to hit me up. I will do my best to answer them, and I will keep going. Actually, no. You know what, guys? We've had a great show. Saw lots of bands in the 80s. I have a ticket stubs, T-shirts, etc., selling them all. Well, I hope you can make some money on that, Glenn. Glenn does have a lot of different memorabilia. Okay, then I'll keep it hopping if you're enjoying it. Nick, you're rocking it. My job is to keep you guys entertained, educated, and maybe, dare I say, leaning towards enlightened. Oh, which I can only lead you to the library. I can't make folks think. But well, we're still going good. Okay. I do want you guys to get writing. Okay. Most of you have creative projects you're neglecting. And as soon as you're done with me, get the keyboard out. Make your music. Make your art whatever it is. Uh and just jam. I'm serious. Get your stuff going. Because you guys are amazing. Everybody here, every single person here on this list of mine that has been speaking and commenting and messaging stuff is a beautiful creative of one kind or another. You make these things possible and have a wonderful day. I will, Sarah, and I want you to just be the person you want to be. And I'm going to invite you to take up what I call the Uncle Iroh clause. And this is referencing Avatar: The Last Airbender. Wonderful program. One of those children's programs that was far more intelligent than it had any right to be. If you can't find an Uncle Iroh in your world, if you can't find a kind, supportive mentor type of person, it falls on you to become that for your area. If you can't find the person who helped you, who can help you, you have to become it. And my goal, one of my big personal goals, and it's why I'm here, is I want to be the kind of person I desperately needed at certain points in my life. I want to be that kind of person that you can message and talk to about whatever without judgment, but get an honest, fair reply. Because if we're wrong, we need to be told we're wrong, but done so kindly. And so I ask you guys today, before I sign off, which will be momentarily, to think about, just think a minute. And it's a hard thing to think about. Think about your dark hours. Think about where you were and what you needed. Not necessarily what you wanted, because that can be a very different thing, but what you needed in those dark hours. And if you have the courage, the fortitude, and the capacity, be that for someone. All right? So I'm going to cut with the short version and say, guys, never apologize for being awesome. And I will see you Thursday, that being tomorrow, on Nerd Bacon, on Raging 2 and Luke Stone Studios. And I will be right back here Friday morning for another episode of Nevermind the Furthermore. Stay awesome.